Welcome back everyone. The Oculus Quest 2 or Meta Quest 2, whatever you're going to call it now, is actually a very cool piece of hardware. So let's go and talk about some of the best games that are free that you can actually utilize within this specific hardware. Now these will all be linked down in the description so you can download from there, and I will tell you, you will have to have quite a bit of space on your VR headset in order to do this, so keep that in mind. But the first game we're talking about is Gun Raiders. Now this specific game is a shooter game which is really cool, and it allows you to go ahead and chat with friends while you go ahead and play within this game. Now there's over 100 levels as far as I understand, and right now we are in Season 2. There's also a Discord associated with this specific game as well, and it's this really awesome game. It's an online game, and you can go ahead and chat with other friends. Now there's in-app purchases and add-ons, but this is a really cool game that a lot of people actually have played. It initially came out back in October, so it's only been out for a couple of months, and it's 709 megabytes, so not a crazy big size compared to other games on this list. Now another game that a lot of people like is Rec Room. Now this is pretty much kind of like an arcade type of game, and it's kind of like you party up with other friends, and there's apparently millions of other, player created rooms, which is so awesome. So you can go in there and pretty much, play out different games, and it's supposed to be more of like a social application with the game built in. So I think that's really cool. This game essentially came out in 2016, so it's been out for quite a bit of time, and it's a bigger game, so it's about 6.8 gigabytes in size, but you will need, they recommend about 8 gigabytes for this specific, game. Now another game that's actually really cool is Gorilla Tag. Now it seems like this one is still coming out in like a rolling basis, so it's still early access as far as I understand, but I do want to throw it in this list because by the time, if you're watching this maybe a couple months later, it may come out officially, for a lot more people. And this is actually, I've seen a couple of videos of this specific game, and it does seem pretty funny. I think it actually is very, very interesting. Right now you need 243 megabytes to play it, but I do think over time it's probably going to come up in size, and you'll probably need a little bit more space, at least from what I can understand. Now another one is Brass Tactics Arena. So much similar to a lot of other games out there, this is another one of those games that's from the lead developer actually of Age of Empires 2, which is actually very interesting. So what this is, it's a free game like the other ones I mentioned, but there is a paid add-on that you can do to experience the full entire game, but still there's a lot of content within this specific free version, which is actually very interesting. So what you can actually do here is, so this specific size of this game is about 3.7 gigabytes, but they actually recommend up to 16 gigabytes. I'm assuming if you're actually going to go ahead and purchase the full game, which is actually very interesting. And this is another one of those games that I think is going to, keep growing and keep evolving over time. So although this game came out in 2018, I think there's still a long ways to go with that specific, game. Now another one is Multiverse. So this is kind of another one of those type of, social applications, but there's still a lot of games built in as well. So essentially what this is, it's completely free. There's no add-ons as far as I can understand. And it did come out in 2020. So this is again like a multiplayer or single user co-op type of game you can play. So there's a lot of different, type of capability there, which is awesome. It's 1.8 gigabytes in size, but they also recommend up to 8 gigabytes if you want to go do it. So that's another really cool thing. And the last one we're talking about is Vroom Kaboom. So this is another one of those, I guess, driving type of games. And this is actually very interesting because it was one of the first, driving type of games that I saw for my Oculus headset. And now, it's the Meta Quest. This specific game is actually 8.1 gigabytes, so it's definitely a little bit bigger of a game, but they do recommend 8 gigabytes, just like some other games here and there. And there may be a few add-ons and a few in-app purchases you can purchase as well. But this specific game, as far as I can understand, it seems like a really fun game that a lot of people have played. And this is another one of those games that I would recommend you to download as well. So those are a few different games I'd recommend you to go ahead and look into. If you want, like I mentioned, links are down in the description, so you can download them from there. But that pretty much covers it up. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.